Hello everyone, I'm Mayukh, and thank you for your time today. As CyberArc CISO, I am here to walk you through our strategic approach to securing privilege access in an evolving threat landscape.
Founded in 1999, CyberArc pioneered privileged access security, starting with vaulting technology. By 2005, we gained traction in the US finance and government sectors. In 2011, we became leaders in privileged access management, launching real-time monitoring with Privileged Session Manager. Our 2014 NASDAQ IPO fueled global growth, and by 2016, we adopted PAM for the cloud. Expanding into identity security and DevOps, by 2018, we acquired Vaultive and launched CyberArc Contra to secure DevOps secrets. From 2020 to 2024, CyberArc reinforced its leadership in identity security and zero trust. We adopted zero trust in 2020, launched CyberArc Identity in 2021, and secured FedRAMP authorization for U.S. federal agencies. In 2022, we advanced PAM for hybrid and multi-cloud environments, strengthening partnerships with AWS, Microsoft, and Google Cloud. By 2023, we introduced AI-powered threat detection and enhanced passwordless authentication with adaptive MFA. In 2024, we remained the #1 leader in PAM, recognized by Gartner and Forrester, while enhancing supply chain security.
Recently, a critical zero day was discovered in our PAM solution through a bug bounty program. But before disclosure, an unknown entity attempted to sell it on dark web. Our threat intelligence team intercepted a chatter, and a former Israeli intelligence officer warned us that it has been weaponized by an APT group. At this point, we are faced with a serious ethical and security dilemma: how to protect our customers while preventing mass exploitation. Now, let's take a look at our immediate plan of action. In the first 24 hours, we'll validate the exploit severity and monitor dark web activity. Within 48 hours, we'll implement temporary security control, discreetly alert key customers under NDA, and assess potential exposure. By 72 hours, we'll brief leadership, finalize a customer notification plan, and coordinate with CISA and CERT for compliance. Our engineering team will then develop, test, and deploy a secure patch, ensuring smooth implementation. Once completed, we'll release public advisory and conduct a post-mortem analysis to strengthen CyberArk security. At every step, our focus will be on speed, precision, and minimizing customer impact. After containment, we face a key decision. How do we disclose this vulnerability without making things worse? Let's take a look at our options. First, full immediate disclosure. This will demonstrate complete transparency and reinforce CyberArk's reputation as a security first company. However, there will be a major risk. It could tip off attackers who have not yet found the exploit. Second, delayed disclosure until patch is ready. This will ensure our customers are protected before attackers can act. However, delaying disclosure might be perceived as lack of transparency, potentially damaging trust. So, what will you do? Well, we'll take a balanced approach. Partial disclosure with immediate mitigation. We will privately notify key stakeholders under NDA with simultaneously working on dispatch. This will allow us to contain the threat without causing panic or exposing customers to unnecessary risk. Once the patch is fully tested and ready to deploy, we'll make a controlled public disclosure, ensuring that every customer has the information and tools where they need to stay secure. This strategy will allow us to protect our customers, maintain trust, and uphold CyberArk's leadership in privileged access security.
Looking at our current security posture, we have identified four major risks. Zero-day vulnerabilities in PAM. The zero-day exploit in our PAM product could lead to privilege escalation and bypass security controls, with financial impacts exceeding $50 million. We also face the risk of losing customer trust and stock value decline. Hybrid and multi-cloud security challenges. So as clients move to multi-cloud environments, securing credentials has become more complex. Misconfigurations and identity sprawl could result in breach-related costs up to $20 million. AI-driven and automated tasks. AI-powered attacks like malware and deepfake phishing are evolving faster than our defenses, potentially costing us around $30 to $100 million in recovery. Regulatory and compliance risks. Non-compliance due to breaches or delays could result in fines up to $10 million, along with legal scrutiny and lost contracts. Now that we have outlined our key risks, let's align them with CyberArk's risk appetite to determine our strategic response based on likelihood, impact, business reputation, and regulatory requirements. First, zero-day vulnerabilities in PAM is at zero tolerance risk. These exploits are highly targeted and can critically impact our customers. Any unpatched vulnerability is unacceptable. Next is hybrid and multi-cloud security challenges. Misconfigured IAM settings create high risk exposure, leading to credential risks and client losses. We also have a low tolerance for this. We have a low tolerance for AI driven and automated attacks. As these threats evolve, they have a high likelihood and severe impact, potentially compromising privileged access before human analysts can react. Finally, regulatory and compliance risk. This is a zero tolerance risk. Non-compliance leads to heavy fines and reputational damage.
CyberArk has developed a 3-year cyber resilience plan. In the first year, the focus will be on immediate response measures and strengthening security. The second year will prioritize AI-driven and cloud security enhancements, while the final year will concentrate on maintaining industry leadership. To reinforce CyberArc's security posture, several key initiatives will be implemented. A zero-day threat intelligence task force will be established for real-time threat detection and rapid response. An AI-driven automated security patching system will ensure faster mitigation of vulnerabilities, while an expanded bug bounty program with higher incentives will encourage ethical hackers to identify weaknesses proactively. Compliance efforts will be strengthened by aligning with GDPR, CCPA, NIST, and PCI DSS standards. Additionally, AI-driven risk analytics, privileged access segmentation, and red versus blue team simulations will minimize privileged access risk. Behavioral-based identity verification and deception technologies such as honeypots will enhance threat analysis. Automated threat hunting and AI-enhanced privilege sessions recording will further improve security monitoring and response. These initiatives will result in faster zero detection, reduce exploit windows, improve compliance, and enhance security across all environments, reinforcing CyberArk's leadership in privileged access security.
As we look ahead to 2027, our focus is on AI-driven security and stronger cloud protection. We will implement quantum-resistant cryptographic measures to safeguard against emerging threats, while self-healing cybersecurity systems will automatically detect and fix vulnerabilities, reducing the need for manual work. With dark web and threat intelligence monitoring, we will find and address risks before stolen credentials can be misused. Our AI-driven security operations center will provide real-time threat detection and response. To strengthen security, AI-powered insider threat analytics will help spot on unusual behavior before it causes any harm. Improving hybrid and multi-cloud security will add smarter authentication across AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. Through strategic partnership, we plan to make identity and access protection even stronger. Finally, next-gen authentication will remove the need for passwords using biometrics and behavior-based verification. Now, let us look at the expected outcomes. Our AI-driven security will achieve 95% accuracy in detecting anomalies, significantly reducing cloud misconfigurations and automating threat responses through self-healing technology. CyberArk will establish itself as a leader in quantum safe security, expanding cloud-based privileged access management and enhancing protection with passwordless authentication.
To maintain CyberArk's position as a global leader in privileged access security, we will focus on strategic advancements that anticipate future threats and industrial shifts. CyberArk will expand its PAM into IoT, OT, and critical infrastructure, ensuring industrial systems and smart devices remain secure. Our role in cybersecurity policy leadership will grow as we collaborate with government agencies and industry organizations to shape security standards and best practices. Supply chain security will be a major priority, with stronger vendor risk assessments to prevent third party breaches. At the same time, AI driven automations will reform compliance, introducing real time monitoring and auditing to enforce security standards seamlessly. Advancing in identity security will invest into decentralized identity management and blockchain authentication to protect against tampering and fraud, alongside integrating quantum resistant encryption to future proof privileged access security in post quantum world. Our AI driven SOC will expand from predictive threat intelligence, and we will introduce cybersecurity as a service to provide fully managed privileged access security to enterprises seeking comprehensive protection. This initiative will strengthen CyberArk's leadership and refine privileged access security for the future. Now, let's take a look at the outcome this will achieve. CyberArk will integrate PAM into IoT and OT, drive zero trust adoption, and strengthen its role as global policy leader. AI driven compliance will simplify regulations, while advancements in blockchain and post quantum encryption will position us at the forefront of identity security. These innovations will solidify CyberArk as a full service cybersecurity leader. CyberArk will track key KPIs to measure the effectiveness of our security strategy across zero day response, privileged access security, AI driven threat intelligence, and customer trust. For zero day threat detection and response, we will monitor the zero day identification speed, aiming to detect vulnerabilities within 24 hours. Our goal is to deploy secure patches within 48 hours and mitigate 95% of exploits before public disclosure. In privileged access security, we will drive a 90% reduction in abuse attempts over 3 years, ensure 100% session monitoring with AI driven analytics, and maintain full compliance with frameworks like GDPR, NIST, and PCI. AI and automation driven threat intelligence will play a crucial role. We aim to detect 98% of threats before a breach, maintains a false positive rate below 5%, and autonomously resolve 80% of security incidents through AI powered redemption. For cloud security, we will push our cloud privilege access security score over 90%, prevent 95% of privilege escalation attacks, and increase SaaS PAM adoption by 50% by 2028. In customer trust and incident response, our target include mean time to detect under 30 minutes, mean time to respond under 1 hour, and a 95% resolution rate of high severity customer incidents within 24 hours. These efforts will drive 95% post-incident satisfaction score, enforcing CyberArc's reputation as the most trusted cybersecurity partner. By tracking these metrics, CyberArc will not only measure its success but also continuously refine its strategy to stay ahead of evolving threats and maintain industry leadership in privileged access security.
Now, let us have a look at the reporting Candace. We will conduct quarterly, biannual, and annual cybersecurity reports to maintain oversight and strengthen our long-term security. Quarterly reports will mainly focus on zero-day threats, privileged access, incident response, and AI and cloud security, which will give the board a clear visibility on the upcoming risks. Biannual reports will give a detailed overview of risk trends, regulatory readiness, AI, and zero trust progress, ensuring compliance and aligning security investments with business goals. Building on our biannual reports, it will also focus on budget planning, dark web monitoring, insider threats prevention to achieve our strategic goal of AI driven security. Lastly, our annual reports will also focus on security investments, market position, cybersecurity ROI, which will reinforce CyberArc's leadership in PAM solutions.
CyberArc also maintains a strong compliance posture by adhering to global security and privacy standards. The company holds ISO 27001 certification for information security management, along with ISO 27017 for cloud security and ISO 27018 for PII protection. SOC 2 Type 2 and SOC 3 reports validate its security, availability, and confidentiality controls, while CSA Star certification affirms its trusted cloud provider status. For government and defense, CyberArc has achieved FedRAMP high authorization, is listed on the DoD Information Network approved product list, and holds common criteria certifications for both Dutch and US standards. Additionally, its FIDO2 certification advances passwordless authentication, while WCAG 2.1 compliance ensures accessibility across its products. These certifications reflect CyberArc's unwavering commitment to the highest security, compliance, and accessibility standards.
CyberArc's cybersecurity governance ensures strong risk management and oversight. The Cybersecurity Governance Committee tracks risk, investments, and compliance, reporting quarterly to the board. The CISO, with a chief risk officer, oversees threat intelligence and operations, aligning security with business strategy. The Regulatory Compliance Task Force ensures adherence to global standards through audits and policy updates. CyberArc enforces a zero trust model with continuous authentication, least privilege access, and AI-powered compliance monitoring, collaborating with CISA, NIST, and law enforcement, which strengthen incident response to stay ahead of emerging threats. CyberArc takes a proactive approach to third-party vendor risk assessment to prevent vulnerabilities. We classify vendors based on data access, integration, and security maturity, applying stricter controls to high-risk vendors. We conduct regular security audits and compliance checks to ensure vendors meet industry standards like ISO 27001, SOC 2, and NIST. Our Zero Trust Vendor Access Control enforces least privilege access and MFA, while AI-powered monitoring tracks vendor activity to detect threats in real time. We also have a supply chain incident response plan to quickly address and remediate any third-party breaches. This comprehensive strategy ensures that CyberArc maintains a resilient security posture even when working with external vendors and partners. CyberArc will collaborate with leading cloud providers like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud to secure privilege access in hybrid and multi-cloud environments, integrating with CSPM and CWPP for enhanced security. Partnerships with Palo Alto, Networks, and Zscaler will further strengthen our Zero Trust security framework. For cyber threat intelligence, we will work with CrowdStrike and Darktrace, leveraging AI-driven analytics to detect and neutralize advanced threats. In OT and IoT security, collaborations with Clarity and Armis will help protect industrial control systems and connected devices. CyberArc will also run bug bounty programs with HackerOne and BugCrowd to identify vulnerabilities early. Additionally, partnerships with Proofpoint and Forcepoint will enhance data security and insider threat prevention. These collaborations will ensure CyberArc remains at the forefront of privilege access security and cyber resilience.
As we move forward, we will take decisive actions to strengthen our security posture and mitigate future risks. CyberArc's response to this zero-day threat will define our commitment to security, transparency, and leadership in the industry. Moving forward, we will align our cybersecurity strategy with cutting-edge AI and automation-driven security to strengthen our resilience against emerging threats. This is not just for solving today's challenge. It's about reinforcing CyberArc's position as a global leader in identity security and threat intelligence for years to come. With the right strategy, proactive defense, and commitment to innovation, we will turn this challenge into an opportunity to solidify CyberArc's reputation as a trusted guardian of privileged access security.